Hey all, I've got a cup of water that I have in my hand here, and what we want to figure out is what will happen if I turn this cup upside down. What's going to happen to the water inside? Well, it's probably a super easy question for us to answer, but we're going to use this as practice for later and for thinking about how scientists think about things. So I've got a cup of water here that we are going to use for testing. I've got a supply of water. It's the exact same water that I've used to fill this cup. I actually filled this cup from this beaker. And I've got another cup here with the same amount of water that we're just going to sit on the table and leave there for the rest of our experiment. So right now, we're going to take a break. And I'd like you to write down in your notes, what do you think will happen when I dump this cup, turn this cup upside down over this beaker, okay? And I'd also like you to think about what kinds of evidence we can collect that will help us support our claim. So we're going to take a moment, we're going to hit pause, and we're going to write, and we're going to discuss, and we're going to come back and then conduct our experiment. So we've had a little time to think about it and come up with a claim for what will happen when we turn over this cup over the beaker, and let's test our claim. So I'm holding my cup, it's over the beaker, and what happened? Let's write that down. Great. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I still have this cup sitting here, and nothing's happened with the cup. The cup is still full of water, the one that's on the table. So I don't know. We're going to try this again, because I'm not sure that what I observed is actually what happens all the time. So I'm going to take water from the beaker that I used to fill this little guy before, and I'm going to add the same amount of water. So I'm now adding 50 milliliters of water back into the beaker, the little beaker. And I'm going to hold the little beaker, the little cup, the same distance as I did before over my waste beaker, and pour. Huh. Let's record what happened there too. Let's take a moment. And the teacher might pause just to give you a chance. Let's try this again. So we're now going to do our third trial. Again, filling to the 50 milliliter mark. I don't know. I think we need more evidence. So let's do it again. This is now trial 5. I think we've got to do it a little again. I'm still not convinced. Trial 6. Trial 7. Now, it's super important that we're doing all these trials because, I don't know, we might not get the same answer. So we've got to try again. Trial 7. What do we notice? What's going on here, guys? Trial 8. Do we think it's going to be the same? I don't know. I think we've got to check. Trial 9. And our last trial, trial 10. Why do you think we've had to do so many trials? I don't know. Why 10? Why not 2? So I've now done this, trial 10 times. And we've got some data. We've collected some evidence at this point. And we still have our control, which looks pretty much exactly the same. In fact, I'm going to hold it closer. You can see that we're still at the same amount that we were before. So we're going to talk about this evidence that we've just gathered and think about why what we saw happened and whether or not we can use this evidence to support our claim. Thanks for being such a great audience, guys, and I'll see you later.